Finding clients through social media is a lot easier than what it seems to be, which is why I want to help you to be able to use the power of social media to actually generate these clients on automatic. All right, YouTube, we have a new camera. This is my first time using it, so bear with me as we dive straight into this juicy subject. Because you're probably here because you're on social media and you want new clients, am I right? If you've heard my story, you know I've gone through so many different stages testing out with things on social media. You guys know. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, well, listen up. But before I even get into that story, I want you to ask yourself this question. If you're already on social media and you're just not obtaining the clients that you want, ask yourself, depending on the profile that you're using, the content that you're using, look at it and genuinely, honestly answer yourself this question. Would I reach out to work with this person based off what I see? Yes or no? Be totally honest. Most importantly, we have to understand that every business model is completely different, you guys. There's one-to-one coaching, one-to-one programs, like you're doing something with another person one-to-one. There's actual online courses and there's programs. There's so many different things that you can be offering in an online digital business that it's really important to understand your specific business model. Your business model shouldn't be the same as mine, and mine shouldn't be the same as somebody else's. We all have different business models, and that's why it's super important that we get crystal clear on this. Why don't we go grab a piece of paper? All right, I think this is gonna work. It's gonna have to work because it's the only thing I found. And we can head outside for this little exercise. Perfect. In case you're wondering, it's super hot, but it is raining, so that might be what you hear. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So we have different business models, right? And what you need to make sure that you understand is that the top of your business model is the most important, because obviously the top makes sure that people are learning about you and therefore they go down the steps. Each time people go down this step, there's going to be fewer and fewer because that's just the reality of it. Not everybody's going to be interested in what you talk about. So let's use two different business models. So one, you guys know I'm a total foodie. Let's say we have a food blog, which you guys know that I used to have. We might be bringing it back, who knows? So we have a food blog and we also have a content program. All right, so obviously food blog. Who would be interested in a food blog? A lot more people are interested in food, rather than having to go here and say, hey, you have to be an online business owner, you have to be selling online, and you have to want to get on camera, right? This is a lot more specific than just food blog. There's so many people around the world that are interested in food. So obviously here I'm putting a lot more people in at the top rather than this one, okay? Let's say this one, when we go down the food blog, let's say I'm offering, what could I be offering? Let's say I come out with like a granola bar, right? So I have a granola bar, and from this amount of people, right, I tell them about my granola bar, and then some people might be interested. Maybe if I only have delivery in the USA, then obviously we're knocking down a lot of people. And then these people actually buy the granola bar, right? So out of here, let's say I had 100 here. From here, there's 10 left, right? On the contrary here, if we put 100 people in to know about the content program, then they start going down and down and down. They have to go through the steps, right? They have to go through the different parts where they learn about it, they like it, they actually trust it, the pricing is right for their budget, for their time frame. There's so many different things to consider. At the end, we go down and let's say the same amount of people buy, right? 10 and 10. Obviously, it's a lot harder to put 100 people in here rather than here. 100 people interested in food, I could probably go out anywhere and find them. 100 people that are interested in content, that have an online business, that are willing to get on camera, a lot harder. So it's really important that you actually understand your own business model, because if you're trying to get a lot more clients, well, it's super important that you actually go back to the top of the model and actually ask yourself, well, are 100 people even listening to what I'm saying? Are 100 people even interested in what I'm posting? That's when you understand, all right, now I get it. Now I get why I don't have the number of clients down here, because I'm not even putting the right amount at the top. The top is really important, and most of the times it's what business owners are failing to do, and they're down here asking themselves, why aren't people buying? Why aren't I meeting the sales goals? All that good stuff that we're gonna completely knock down. But for now, let's head back inside because it is hot out here. This Florida sun is no joke. So now time for my story. The reality is finding clients through social media is a lot easier than what it seems to be. And I know you can feel like you're stuck in that bubble because trust me, I felt like that too. We'll head into that in just a moment when I share part of my story. But the most important thing is that you keep in mind, in order to get these people up at the top, the truth is that you have to be able to be searched, okay? It's not just about you hoping and praying that people are going to find out about you, but it's actually going the extra mile and putting yourself out there. There's two ways of doing this. Number one, with time, and number two, with money. Okay, time, what do I mean? Go out and create organic content, and that's what we're all about. Number two, if you want to go the money route, well, all you have to do is invest in ads. But it is a little trickier because if your organic strategy isn't working, well, what makes you think that when you're paying it, it's going to work? That's why I love talking all about organic content strategy and being able to be found, which on social media is YouTube. Hello, it's the second largest search engine after Google. That's why it's so powerful. That's why the winning content formula for any business owner online is pairing that searchability with that community building platform. So it's finally story time. I did the community platform a lot. I did it for maybe about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. I mean, hardcore Instagram, podcasts, like really community building platform. And guess what? Until I got on the Searchable platform was when I saw my business completely skyrocket. We were relying on referrals. We were relying on this and that. And even though luckily we had really cool clients, we worked with really big brand names. This was at the time where we were doing our agency work with local clients. Even though we did have the opportunity to work with huge brands, that doesn't stop the fact that it wasn't something reoccurring, and we were relying on referrals and doing this and doing that in order to get our business out there. And I know what it feels like as a business owner, which is why I want to help you to be able to use the power of social media to actually generate these clients on automatic. And honestly, if you want to know more about that full story where I show you the examples, where I tell you everything that we went through in our strategy as we jumped over that speed bump, then head into the free content workshop where I tell you everything and I reveal my 3 top secrets for being able to create content that attracts these potential clients. Now, luckily for you, this month we are diving in on YouTube, okay? If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram because I am talking deep on YouTube, answering your questions, and also doing a full series right here on YouTube about YouTube. So all you have to do is ring that bell, make sure that you subscribe so you do not miss any new episodes in this series as we untap what it means for a business owner to actually get on YouTube, to use YouTube. Of course, I'm giving you all the strategies. We're touching equipment because I know your head goes ding. What do I need? Don't worry, friends, you don't need equipment. You can literally start off with your phone. So do not worry, I have you covered. Now, in the next couple of days, I'm going to be uploading a video on how to create high quality content straight from your phone so you're not fidgeting and spending time thinking about, okay, how do I do this in the right way? What app do I need? What settings should I put my phone on? Do not worry, we're talking all about that inside that video. And I'm also doing another video on how to generate these content ideas so you're not just there like, okay, what do I talk about now that I'm going to get on video? And in case you haven't already checked it out, I did publish a video talking about whether you should or shouldn't get on YouTube. Guess what the answer is? But all that information, all the facts, the juicy stuff is in there, so make sure that you do check it out. And as always, I'll see you right back here on this same exact channel next time. Bye.